Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. The new sets of missions for the GT Goku event and Vegeta event are out. The first one we'll be covering is the Planetary Destruction mission from the Fighting Legend Vegeta event. Once again, these are all going to be taken from stream, or the runs are going to be taken from stream. So if you do ever want to see me stream, link in the description down below, drop me a follow on Twitch, you can see me stream Dokkan live, some other games, hope to see you there. This is the first one we're going to be covering, Planetary Destruction. Now, I actually already did this mission, but it wasn't specifically this mission. I made a Target Goku team, or Target Goku / Planetary Destruction team, against the GT Goku event when the Target Goku mission dropped. And it's quite a similar team. It's not the exact same, but it's very similar. Now, Broly is very good for this. I mean, one of the major things being he is a Planetary Destruction lead, so if you do have him, definitely use him. The only downside with doing it the way I did it is you're not really going to be getting any of his links active apart from potentially Prepared for Battle and Fierce Battle, which is okay. He's going to be stacking throughout the entire event as well. You could have one on rotation and then one floating. You can have both of them on rotation and let him just stack the entire time while you have like one of the freezer units on rotation, specifically the golden freezers, because of course they do have damage reduction, or maybe like a full power freezer and then have one on main rotation and then have the full power freezer on another rotation, and just let them link off with whoever's floating. That would also work. You kind of switch it as you go as well, but Broly won't be performing at his best, but considering he'll have both sets of his damage reduction, it's not the most, but it's enough, and he'll be stacking the whole time. He'll be getting off multiple supers, especially if you have dupes in him. Mine's Rainbow level 10 Link, so he was on smoke. Broly would just do his thing. You know, he won't do as much damage as he possibly could, but he still works really well here. Full power freezer, if you have him, definitely use him. I mean, a lot of you probably got dupes in him now, or potentially pulled your first copy from the anniversary. Definitely take him. He's not facing a Goku enemy, sure, but he's still facing a superclass enemy where he's going to be doing extra damage. If you have dupes in him, he could additional super, which means you're constantly, you know, most of the time you're stacking with the 18, you're stacking your attack with a 12. You know, he's going to be doing more damage, considering you're going to be facing a superclass enemy. Full power freezer is great for this. We also have the Easy A Tech Golden Freezer, who's purely there for damage reduction. Same as the AGL one. Mine's not fully Easy Aid still. But again, just bring both of them to soak up all the damage where you need to and just float them and put them on rotation when they're needed. Then I also brought the Easy Aid Tech Transforming Freezer, just because for the whole time until he gets to Golden, he will be stacking. And then he'll be recovering HP every time he comes back and transforms. Also has type advantage against SSBE, which means he's going to be doing a whole lot more damage, especially if you are hitting crits. He can really hurt SSBE, and also that type advantage is a major bonus. And then the final unit I took was the Easy A Final Form Cooler. Left him floating just because he has built-in additionals, and as long as he's attacking and he does 7 attacks, he'll be fully built up, fully stacked up, and he'll be ready to go, and he can just do pretty good damage and also decent defensively. And you know, if you're a little bit worried, you know, use an item, pop an Android 8 or an Eta, pop a Snake, pop a Whis, whatever items you're going to take, and Final Form Cooler should be good. And this team should do well for you. You'll do a lot of damage while also being able to tank the majority of things. The damage reduction from both Golden Freezers is very handy. In terms of alternative units you could take, I was contemplating on taking the Great 8 Vegeta. If you do have him, and maybe you don't have some of the other options I've talked about, you could bring him. He won't perform really at his best, just because, one, you're not facing a Goku enemy, so he doesn't get the additional ki. Also, his link set isn't the easiest to get off. Like, he doesn't really share hardly any links with any unit you're going to bring on this team. I mean, there's possibilities for units you could bring to help him, but I doubt you're going to be bringing this guy against Vegeta. If it was the Goku event, sure, by all means do that, but unfortunately it's not. But if you're willing to kind of put him on rotation, Broly doesn't really ever struggle for keys, so you could have him on rotation, and if you don't mind him not doing any damage, and you kind of just want him to defend, even though, again, his one key defense with his guard kind of hurts him a little bit, but he still tanks better than most in slot 1. But by all means, you could still do that. I mean, yeah, as long as you're getting, you know, as long as he's tanking well, which he will be doing, won't be that good, because I doubt you're getting 18 keys off that often to get all of his defense. He should still do okay here. He just won't link well with anyone else on the team pretty much. Who else could you bring? I mean, you could bring this Cooler, but you would have to be very careful with him, especially against SSBE, when he's going to have type disadvantage and can have his defense lowered. But he's still viable. you know, considering the amount of units you could bring on this team, and a lot of them you don't have to really worry about defensively, he's kind of going to be the only one. And if you have him linked up with Final Form Cooler, especially once he's transformed, they'll be putting in work. Cooler will be getting hitting crits, additionals because you're facing a pure Saiyan. Final Form Cooler will have pretty much all of his links active. It will work well, you just have to be very careful of how much damage he's taking and how many attacks are going to be hitting him, because he does need an easy A. He's still very good, it's just defensively he's aged quite a bit. In terms of another unit you could go for, I mean, you could take the two free-to-play coolers, this guy and this guy. You would have to stall a little bit though, because they do need to stack up quite a bit before they're ready, because they are extreme units, and facing a superclass enemy means they're open to a bit more damage. So you would have to stall a little bit, and full power freezer kind of doesn't really allow you to do that. So maybe if you take them, don't take full power freezer. But as long as they stack up their defense enough, they'll be good enough to go. And they are free-to-play units, so you can use them. Now, if you don't have Broly for Planetary Destruction, your best bet is probably a Terrifying Conquerors or like Wicked Bloodline team, which means you're gonna kind of have to take this cooler, and then you can just take that freezer as well. Yes, his defense is aged, but he does raise his defense on super, and then not to mention he can potentially additional super twice, which means he can raise his defense more than once in a turn. And if you have a dupe in him, he could also do it a fourth time, and he'll be stacking his attack the entire time, which means by the time you get to the final phase, he can do quite a bit of damage, and he'll be supporting all sworn enemy units, and one of the biggest ones is this guy. So he's viable, and this is probably one of the only teams you can kind of bring as an alternative to Planetary Destruction. And then again, if you don't have some of these units, you can bring one of these two coolers or even both of them, but you will have to kind of stall and let them stack up a bit. And other than that, there's probably not much alternative, just because a lot of these units aren't really capable or good enough units to kind of come in here. You could do what I did in the Target Goku version of the Planetary Destruction team I built, which is bring the Dokkan Awakened version of the AGL Golden Freezer, because he will still have damage reduction. So if you want loads of damage reduction, you could basically bring an Dokkan Awakened version of the AGL one and just go full-blown defense, and then eventually whittle Vegeta down. But as long as you have full power freezer and also Broly, or if you have one of them, you should be fine, and you should do enough damage, and also a lot of these will be able to survive a lot of the attacks. And yeah, you should pretty much dominate. But yeah, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you're new. I'll see you next video, guys, and enjoy the run. Okay, that's a decent starting rotation. It's not my one, but that's fine. We'll do this for now. Let the transforming freezer stack up a little bit before he's fully transformed. But he's going to have type advantage against SSB anyway, which means the damage he's going to do is pretty nuts. And then Broly's going to be stacking with both sets of damage reduction off, which means Broly's going to be calm throughout the entire event. The only part that lets him down with this team is he doesn't really link that well with any of course, the freezer units, which is obvious. So he's not going to be doing as well as he should be doing, but he's still going to be fine here. We do see this we do need, and I've said this. I'm surprised. I was really surprised that the Dokkan Fest Broly that we have now, the Int one. I'm really surprised it wasn't a transforming Broly. Like, it felt like it was time to get one, but that means there's space for us to get one in the future, which I am completely okay with getting. But because of most of the extreme teams, the best person Broly links to is the LR Tech Broly, who unfortunately just doesn't have the defense for events like this. I think it's time we get a transforming Broly unit, I'm not gonna lie. It would also be pretty dope, especially with Dokkan's current animations. Can you imagine having a Super Saiyan Broly, using him, and then having that transformation when he transforms into the Legendary Super Saiyan? That'd be so hard, that'd be so dope. And then they could link so well with this Broly, and you imagine how well them two work together. Especially if the transforming Broly had like some type of, you know, slot 1 kind of kit of like damage reduction, or like big damage reduction, or guard or something. It's time we get a transforming Broly, man. I actually really want one. And again, just because of how well it'll work with the Dokkan Fest Saiyan Day Broly. Give me that. I need that. I want that. DJ Cooler's going to be fine in slot 3. Although hopefully he can get off a few attacks before we get like near the end, because then he can be fully built up. But he has built-in additionals anyway, and he's rainbowed. But yeah, it's time we get a transforming Dokkan Fest Broly, man. I want it. I actually really want one. Because a lot of the Brolys are all legendary Super Saiyan Broly, so they don't link. So at least that way you'll be able to link them together. Somewhat. Cooler's attacked once, he needs to attack 6 more times. I would say I would want to transform Broly for worldwide, but for worldwide I either want superhero, which may not be likely at this point, but I either want superhero or I want baby. Transforming baby and a transforming GT Goku into Super Saiyan 4. Give me that for worldwide. I'm gonna make a whole video on this, by the way. And this has gone up as a video, so this is perfect. So if you're watching this video right now and you're at this point, I will do a video at some point for what I want to see for worldwide. Given on what the Dokkan Fest is before worldwide, or like what's going into worldwide, typically what gets released on JP, which is Pan. I'm doing a whole video on what I kind of want to see for worldwide based on what we've seen so far. And it's either GT based with Baby and Goku, or obvious superhero. I would love that. I would love that. Actually, let me let Frieza stack up a little bit. It would be attack, but still. That transforming Frieza has type advantage, so I'm not really concerned about him. Plus, he doesn't stack up all too much unless he actually gets an additional super anyway. I say Lego. There's only one attack in the third slot, so Cooler will be good, which is what we like to see. We'll do these, drop some Fizz-Orbs down. Actually, I don't think we get a super attack off with Cooler, but that's fine. No, we are, just about. Hopefully some of those additionals can come off as well, so we can build up his passive. So once he's fully going, he's good to go. Sorry, baby, I'm just really trying to film myself. While I drown in wealth, drip like Ghana, I may drip or drown myself. Just surround myself. Oh, I almost forgot as well. We got Broly's active, which again, because the links aren't going to be doing too much, but we've got Broly's active for a turn as well, which is huge, especially once you stacked up quite a bit. Oh, an additional super from Cooler. I just needed you to additional in general, but additional super, I'll take that. Can we get another one? Ah, okay, that's a shame. That's a shame. Okay, Broly's stacking up nicely, which is good. I'm going to do this. Probably won't get the additional off, but if we do, at least it will stack both attack and defense this time. That's fine. That's fine. Type of White, she's good. He's good. 120k, that's fine. That's more than fine right now. Go black, I go white, what you want? Been a fan, have we got the additional as well? Cool, cool, this run's going well, this run's going well. This run may take a little bit of time, but worth it, it's worth it. All Power Frieza may not be critting in this one, because we're not facing Goku's, but he's still going to be doing this thing. Do you know what? For a turn, I'm going to rotate my Broly off so we can conserve some items. We'll get some HP back with this. Frieza can raise his attack and defense, and we'll take those with Broly. And Broly's going to super attack first, which is handy. Raise his attack and defense a little bit before he gets hit, while having even more defense and damage reduction. Yeah, Broly's fine. And Frieza getting super attacked, which means we're even better. Yeah, it's fine. That's fine. You're always saying, Najal. None of mine gone. What you gang on? To win it, I'm gonna be the best. Yes, I. Bruce Banner. Oh, Broly's even pulling out dodges. Doesn't even need to. Pulling out dodges. Actually, do you know what? I'll let Cooler chill here a little bit. Let's get our type advantage. We'll get his passive built up. I'll let Cooler chill up front for a little bit. Dokkan attack as well. Do that. Do that. Probably not going to do too much because he's not really built up, but still the level 10 links, the rainbow should really help him out. Especially if he crits. They know that I'm gone. Yeah, still hit a 7.4 mil crit. May not be fully bought up. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. Frieza can stack his defense a little bit as well. Oh, that time worked out perfect. Finally got my XS max. Everything's so smooth. It's good to hear, my guy. It's good to hear, my guy. We love the smoothness. Right, Super Saiyan Blue. We're almost there. Almost SSB. Right, you're fully transformed, which is fine. Do I need to use an item here? Probably not. We should be fine without one. We have full health as well, so yeah, we should be fine without one. You're always saying Vegeta. I'm not even going to dignify that. Fine, you super attack him. Do your thing. Do your thing. Super attack Golden Frieza, that's fine. Yeah, 73k. Little Mama Country Star. Ooh, big 3 mil crit. My eyes literally. That's what I have to deal with. I mean, Broly's fine, but he is an extreme unit and he has type disadvantage. So there is that. So I'm going to be sensible, use a Whis. No, I'm going to be sensible. I was going to put Frieza in slot 1, try to get the double off, but I'll be safe with it. I'll be safe with it. Never had iOS before? I mean, how are you finding it? You know what's funny? I've actually heard in an argument once, someone say, this wasn't to me, but I was in the conversation, but it wasn't directly to me. I heard someone say in an argument before between like having Android, like Samsung versus iPhone. Someone said, oh, if you have an iPhone, it's so basic and easy to use. Like, it's for children. Why would you want that? Having a Samsung is such an adult phone. I was like, what? I was like, are you hearing yourself right now? You're saying iPhones are worse because it's a lot easier to use and more basic. I'm pretty sure that's probably what helps it sell more phones and sell more units, is because it's easier to use. I just had to look at him. I looked at him like he was so stupid, just like, what is wrong with you? I mean, it was stupid, but I was just like, what is wrong with you? That's kind of what you want from a phone. It's kind of a good thing. But yeah, that was someone's genuine argument as to why Samsung was better than iPhone. iOS is way better. To be fair, I haven't had an Android since I was about 13, 14, so I don't even know what half of it even looks like anymore. Broly, man, where's the supers? Where's the supers? You're just additionaling. I mean, it's good, but where's the supers? We need to additional super, man. What we doing? You meant to be hitting off all them supers. What's that about? Alright, mine's good, so I'll probably just do this. That's fine. Again, you hit Golden Freeze with a super. That is A-okay with me. And that is why 26k damage. Vegeta, my guy, you're wasting your super attacks on me right now, but you know, I'm all here for it. You want to be super attacking the guys with damage reduction and stuff, you, by all means, you do that. And Broly can build a little bit more. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're making sure our defenses are prepared for SSB. You want to go here? Diamond ring. Vitamins. I'm the fireman. Must be red zone Broly. He had 2 bars of half left. Yeah, he is tough. I mean, there's a reason why he's the hardest boss in the game. Can't just beat him like that. Alright, well, we'll save all them orbs. If we get to use them. Go to see. Again, you could my guy keeps super attacking the golden freezers. Alright, you do that. You do that. Well, no, give up. That's a spirit, my guy. You gotta keep going until you beat him. You won't go there. There we go. The additional supers. That's what I want to see. Not basic additionals. Additional supers. I want to see loads of them. And then Cooler can just finish you off with that tiny bar of health. Alright, cool. We still got all the actives from Broly as well. It's good. Where's full power freezer's defense? 209k. Alright. Golden Freezer's probably gonna come back on. That's probably the best idea. And then we'll do that. I don't think we need an item here. I think we're fine. I think even if we get supered, because we have almost all of our health, we should be fine. Especially if this freezer gets supered instead. These are extreme units, so we are open to a little bit more damage than usual. Especially once Vegeta's lowered our defense. But so far, no super. I mean, it's not ideal against full power freezer because he only has 200k defense. Additional though, which means we've raised his attack twice, which isn't a bad thing. If only you crit against pure Saiyans, not just Goku's. I mean, you could try. Alright, cool. You can triple additional. That's fine. Or not triple additional. You can triple super. I'm here for that. You've raised your attack 3 times in this one turn. I'm here for that. That's fine. Alright, cool. No super. Right, we'll pop this. I'll save the other one for now because this probably doesn't have any links. 500k health and damage reduction. We'll save all them orbs as well. What mission is this? This is planetary destruction. You want a break from the ads? I'm surprised you. Are you even? Wait. Are you even getting ads on my stream? I don't think I'm on that level to be getting ads. That's fine. You can super Broly. That's okay. Yeah, 42 damage. Fine. Yeah, that's fine. The meme? Never heard of it. Never heard of it. We maybe have to beat him here, so just to be safe, I'll pop a Whis. Yeah, sorry, Full Power Freeze. I'm gonna have to give most of these orbs to him, which is okay, because we generally might beat Vegeta right now. You're not gonna super my Golden Frieza. Literally, like I finally learnt the lesson. Do not super the Golden Frieza. Hit a crit. Ah, an additional though. Still a chance for a crit. You're gonna hit a crit this time? Second time lucky? There we go. Big 4.1 mil crit. That's another mission done. Planetary destruction complete. And don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. And push.